I'd get a couple of idents to break this interview up.
Yeah. Right, cool. What do you want me to say? Yeah, this is Liam Howlett from the Prodigy. Wicked. Yeah, this is Liam Howlett from the Prodigy. You're listening to The Rinse with James Hyman.
This is The Rinse with Liam from the Prodigy. Let's get the nostalgia definitely out of the way first. Then we're going to come up to all the present stuff. 12 years ago at MTV, larking around with Camden Market. I'm sure you remember it with Simone. Can you remember that?
Yeah, man, I can actually. Yeah, I think Leroy ended up going out with Simone. So yeah, she was a good girl.
Do you know what I mean? We're larking around. The bosses at MTV would say to him, "Why are you playing this stuff? All these long-haired ravers." You know what I mean? 4 albums later.
Thank you very much for that, by the way.
Thank you. Well, those were good days, and they still are.
Yeah.
But 4 albums later, we had Fat of the Land topping #1 in 23 countries on its first week. That's a good stat. Because
unbelievable, yeah.
No one's done that. Spice Girls, Oasis, not even the Beatles have done anything like that.
That was incredible, that.
So from the long-haired ravers to probably one of the biggest live bands in the world.
Yeah.
Long journey. How does it feel?
I was never comfortable with that. I mean, it was everyone else that was going, you're this, you're that. I mean, the Prodigy always survives best when we kind of feel like we can be slightly the underdog. Do you know what I mean? It's like we always feel like we can do a better gig if we're maybe not the headliner.
Sure.
Just to kind of, that's where I think we survive the best. And it's almost like for the music to work, we have to be fighting. Do you know what I mean? And it's like right now, I think that there's a lot of guitar music around and stuff, and it feels like it's a good time for a Prodigy record to come out. There's not much electronic stuff.
Well, you've been away for so long.
Yeah, it's kind of come around in a full circle, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? But it's the same as when we released Fat of the Land. It's like that come out in like a Britpop era, so it feels like almost like a new English guitar sort of scene is happening, and we're kind of the alternative to that, and hopefully we'll kick up a few more electronic bands along the way,
Damn well hope so. Well, as I say, we're getting nostalgia out of the way. We're going to have 2 tracks. I mean, one at YouTube. I think we've got to have Smack My Bitch Up.
Okay.
Because I talk about it a little bit in the end. But you choose another one from the past, then we're purely...
Poison.
Done. Just finishing off on the sort of the retro stuff. I mean, I've never really heard, I've read it a lot in the press, I've never actually heard you say it. Obviously the Beastie Boys at Reading, that they dissing Smack My Bitch Up. I mean, there they are with big fat dildos on stage, blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they go and have a go at you, which, you know.
Well, I was insulted when they actually rung me up at home. I'm watching telly or whatever, and the phone rings and it's like, yo, this is Ad Rock, and I'm like, okay, whatever, you know. And he's like, if you choose to play your song Smack My Bitch Up tomorrow, we'll be forced to say something. And I just went mad. Do you know what I mean? I was like, man, do you know what I mean? You're for a start, you're ringing me up in my house and you're preaching to me.
Yeah.
You know, and I was just insulted. Do you know what I mean? And I think that I lost a lot of respect for them then. Do you know what I mean? I think they're fakers, man. They're fakers.
That's what. Listen, let's not dwell on that. We want to dwell on your side. No, that's fair enough. I'm glad you talked about it. It featured Cool Keith. Cool Keith again on the new album. You talk a lot about him. I mean, I know you like him. What is it you love so much about Cool Keith?
His flow and his twisted head. Do you know what I mean? The way his head works, it's just insane, you know. And I think that I was listening to the Ultramagnetics album the other day, and it still feels like it totally represented kind of the best of raw hip hop in the 80s. Do you know what I mean? It just feels so.
Rakim as well. I mean,
a lot of people were into Rakim, but I was more Ultramagnetic just because it felt like it was just really slung together, you know, in the streets of the Bronx, you know. It's just really cool album, you know. Must just point out that they've re-released the album and I write the cover notes in the album sleeve because they asked me to do it.
Good man. Yeah. That's good. Is he going to be on the tour with you?
I'm sure one day.
With a lot of the other guests as well.
Well, the main thing is making this record work with me, Keith and Maxim. Do you know what I mean? That's important to me. Do you know what I mean? Even though they're not on the record, it's important. First of all, they're not on the record because it was getting back to the music, getting back to kind of the roots of what the Prodigy are about. Even though there's quite a lot of guest vocalists on this record, the main collaborations are 3 tracks. Those tracks are kind of seen as more, to me, as my side of the album, almost like 30% Liam Howlett, 70% Prodigy. So all the other tracks, I wrote them within mind of being able to play them live and make the live thing sort of come back to that and kind of make the live thing happen again, you know. This record was written in a time when we weren't playing live, so it's more about me, this album, more about what I think the Prodigy is about, you know.
Right, it's damn good, it is too. Let's have 3 of those little guest vocalist tracks, little snippets of those. We're going to play Spitfire, Get Up, Get Off, which was, I guess, your wake-up call, the reaction to Baby's Got a Temper, which is what you mention a lot, which I've got to say, you're a bit harsh on yourself on that. I mean, very cool that you sample your music. You beat yourself up, I do the same. But I mean, you know, no disrespect, I shouldn't name and shame. George Michael doing Flawless, that's shocking.
Yeah.
That's a shoddy cover. Baby's Got a Temper, you're too hard on yourself.
Maybe, but I'm allowed to be. I think that maybe I'm hard on myself on the way of, like, I've been slagging it off and stuff. I don't really mean it. I'm a nice guy, but like I think that the record needed to come out to get me to this next stage. I think. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's important to kind of recognise that was a moment in Prodigy time when we weren't really communicating. So it really was like a sonic description of the band. It was no energy and kind of just. I think it's an important part of the Prodigy story, that record. Do you know what I mean? It's good to have a wake-up call sometimes and a kick up the arse, and that's what a record was to me, you know?